I am very happy to find that this institute has indeed succeeded in a good measure in bringing together facilities of a high order for teaching and research, in demonstrating excellence and undergraduate and postgraduate levels, and in promoting in its students a community of outlook and a high degree of culture. Those who have had the opportunity of entering the portals of this institute for their studies at undergraduate and postgraduate levels must consider themselves indeed very fortunate and highly privileged. I am particularly delighted to find that many of the physicians and surgeons and qualified professionals that have been trained in this setting have found opportunities for their work within this country, either in this institute or in the other teaching and research institutions. It is also a matter of great satisfaction for me that the students of this institute have at all times exhibited a high sense of responsibility and a spirit of patriotism. I understand that during the critical times that we passed through in recent years, many doctors from this institute have volunteered to serve in the defense forces. This is also one of the quietest campuses in the country. I would like to compliment the students' body as well as the faculty for the demonstration of well-developed sense of discipline and service. This institute is also committed with the responsibility of making deliberate experiments in medical education with a view to evolving a pattern which would fulfill national goals and national aspirations. Our society must have the doctors that it needs. Even after 42 years of independence, I am distressed to find that many Indian doctors fit better into hospitals all around the world than into the primary health centers of our country. Their training and their pattern of working seem to have very little relevance to the world and to the people around them during their study. In the belief that we would be able to meet the health needs of our people by training more doctors, we laid a great deal of stress during the past decades on expanding the opportunities for medical education throughout the country. There has perhaps not been as much emphasis laid on the content of this education and on the kind of physicians that our country needs. Professional satisfaction and intellectual stimulation are essential to get the doctor interested in his work. We need a new philosophy in the education of our physicians and health assistants. Medical and paramedical education must train persons in vocational skills in the art of delivering health services to rural and urban communities. The primary health center is the foundation of our country's health policy. Medical education must primarily provide the personnel that are willing and capable of functioning effectively in and around such centers. It is therefore a matter of satisfaction to me to learn about the success that has come in the way of the Institute, not only in the development of various specialties, in the quality of caring the patient, and in several fields of fundamental research, but also in the special attention the Institute has been paying to the training of physicians who have an understanding of Indian society and who are able to coordinate the health services into a pattern of social progress. I am referring here to the rural practice area developed by the Institute in the various community development blocks in our state. While I fully appreciate the efforts that the members of your faculty are making towards the training of specialists and towards the improvement of the quality of medical care through a specialist team approach to the study of problems. I would persuade the faculty with all emphasis at any command that they should pay even more attention than before to the more pressing, more human and vast problem of delivering health care to millions of poor people, majority of whom live on the borderline of subsistence level. I would like this faculty to explore with all the talents and industry at their command various ways by which health care can be delivered to the vast majority of our people with our existing resources. Is the primary health center the most important way of delivering this health care as we have been delivering all along? Are there any better ways? In the socialistic pattern of society that we are trying to bring about, the objective should be to ensure social security for one and all. As far as medical relief is concerned, I strongly feel that we must evolve an integrated system of medicine that will be suited to our country and its teeming millions. We have a limited number of qualified doctors and it will take a long time for us to have proper proportions of doctors to patients. I feel that we must make use of the indigenous systems of medicines. Our aim should be that nobody is denied medical attention when needed and some form of medical relief is always available in times of emergency. Thank you all. Dear sir, we have received your kind enquiry concerning the affairs of the company and note with great satisfaction the interest that you have been taking in the affairs of the company. You have drawn the attention of the chairman and the board of directors to the profit and loss account, which, as you say, shows a higher profit than was found in the accounts of the previous year's balance sheet. Naturally, your question that the rate of dividend should have been higher than what it was last year is quite understandable. The chairman went through your letter and has asked me to inform you that a more detailed answer to your question would be given at the proposed annual general meeting. In the meantime, under these instructions, I wish to inform you that the decision of the directors to declare a lower rate of dividend was determined by the uncertainties that are prevailing and that are likely to figure in the near future concerning financial matters. In view of this, in the interests of the company, they felt that a higher amount should be set apart for the reserves so that in an emergency they may be drawn up. This naturally left a smaller amount for the dividend and hence the low rate. You will understand that the director's decisions are always governed by the best interests of the company and that of the shareholders too. You may raise this issue at the annual general meeting and obtain a more detailed answer if you desire. Further, your letter of the 10th October in which you wished that the subject of retail trading be placed on the agenda of the meeting to be held on 1st November was given a careful consideration by the chairman. He has instructed me to convey to you his views to your valuable suggestion. He wishes you to note that they are his personal views and they are not meant to induce you to give up your approach should you still feel unconvinced about them. Should you feel that the matter should be placed on the agenda, please reply us immediately. Yours faithfully.